The Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by these fine sponsors. Hear Rich's forecast hourly on these Blue Water Broadcasting radio stations.
Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday morning, the 11th day of July, and at a pretty ridiculous hour here at 3:44 in the morning. I know, that's crazy. It's a very warm, very humid morning out here, and I think the big story today is going to be the heat, the excessive heat indices. Again, the air conditioners are going to be working overtime. Will this trend continue? And what about the rain chances? Yesterday, showers were hard to find on the radar. I think that may be the case again today. I think rain chances may get a little bit better towards the weekend. I have the updated forecast for here in the Gulf Coast beaches. Chris is a hurricane now with winds over 100 miles an hour. The latest from the tropics, including maybe a comeback for Beryl. I think that's very possible. I'm glad you're here this morning. Here we go.
So again, today we're looking at the upper atmosphere map, and we see the big high in the middle of the country and the ridge expanding into our area. That means more heat for us. In fact, apparently some serious heat. This is one model indicating, I see 103, 106, 108, 104. You get the idea. Very excessive heat indices around the area today. And yesterday, there were very few showers around. Today, there may be a few. I've got it widely scattered to isolated. I've got the rain chances pegged at about 20%. You're splitting hairs here on assigning a number like that. Today's high in the middle 90s, heat index easily into the 100s, low tonight 74. Another hot day tomorrow with triple-digit heat indices, scattered storms returning. I've got the rain chances, closer to 40% as we get into Thursday, Friday, and maybe even Saturday as well. But on Saturday now, look at the heat dome becoming more centered in our area with the high just north of Memphis, and that means more triple-digit heat indices continuing easily 100 to 105 Saturday and probably Sunday as well. So no relief in sight, and in fact on Saturday I expect scattered storms again, probably somewhere in the 40% range Saturday and Sunday across the area. So if you're looking for changes, I don't see any fronts on the way that's going to bring any relief. We're looking for high temperatures in the middle 90s easily, and that could be a little low Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and low to mid 90s on Sunday as well, with the rain chances about 40% each day, and lows at night will be in the low to mid 70s. I'll show you one model here. We'll look at the European. It prints some upper 90s today, tomorrow, and Friday. That's probably a little excessive, but not out of the question. We did have 95 yesterday. The beach forecast for the beaches from Gulf Shores to Panama City, a pretty reasonable forecast, with rain chances running 30 to 40% each day. High temperatures generally in the mid to upper 80s, and the Gulf water temperature now is at 85. Meanwhile, speaking of the beach, let's go out into the tropics. We have not only Hurricane Chris now. The National Hurricane Center is giving Beryl a 50-50 chance of redeveloping, regenerating, and it would get the name Beryl again. So there's Chris off the U.S. coastline. Now a powerful Category 2, not quite a 3 yet, but getting close. And Beryl's remnants now north of Hispaniola. Look at Chris. How about that? Spectacular with the eye there, and 105-mile-an-hour winds out there in the Atlantic. Now racing off to the northeast, maybe an interaction with the Canadian Maritime provinces, and then maybe an interaction with Iceland, in between Iceland and the British Isles over the weekend. Here's the European giving the 30 to 40% chance of a redevelopment of Beryl off the U.S. East Coast as it follows right behind Chris out there in the tropics. Our weather app will keep you on top of the tropics, plus advanced interactive radar. Find out where the storms are and where they're going to be. Push notifications for watches and warnings. And when you take it on the road on vacation, it knows where you are. It'll give you the weather for that particular area. Great to have on your phone. Go to the App Store, search Rich Thomas Weather.
That's it. That's all I have for you this morning. Hey, make sure your pets have plenty of shade and cool water during this extreme heat. It's tough on them, too. We'll be live on the radio this morning from 6 to 9 on News Talk 93.1. Greg, Jay, Emily, and Bailey, who is somewhere out here. And also watch us on TV. You'll see me talking with Ryan Stinnett at 5:50 a.m. on ABC 32 and CBS 8, the Alabama News Network. In the following hour, we are live on their air as their morning crew interacts with our morning crew from the News Talk studios upstairs. And another video for you first thing tomorrow morning at 4:45 a.m. and your forecast whenever you want it on 8 radio stations across the dial, twice an hour, the Blue Water family of stations. Have a good one. Stay cool. I'll see you later.
Rich Thomas Weather.